Rohit was an ordinary man working at a small gas station in a quiet town. Every day, he filled fuel for luxury cars he could only dream of. Deep inside, he longed for a different life. To be wealthy, live in a fine house, and drive a black Mercedes-Benz, his greatest dream. Though he always smiled at customers, his heart burned with a desire to change his fate. Each passing day, that dream grew stronger, yet the path to it felt impossibly distant. Amid the dull routine, Rohit still held on to the belief that one day, an opportunity would arrive to lift him out of his ordinary life. One day, a shiny black Mercedes-Benz pulled into the station. Rohit's heart pounded, his eyes lit up. It was his dream car. The owner, a well-dressed man, stepped out and asked for 2,000 rupees of fuel. As he worked, Rohit couldn't stop staring at the car, imagining himself as its owner, living a life far from this dusty place. The man noticed his gaze and asked with a smile, "What are you thinking?" After a brief hesitation, Rohit confessed, "This is my dream. I want to be successful, so one day I can own a car like this." The man listened, then paused before pulling out a business card and handing it to Rohit. He said, "This is my office address. Come tomorrow, and I'll teach you about business. If you're willing to work hard, one day you may own a Mercedes yourself." Then he got into the car and drove away. Rohit clutched the card, his heart filled with hope, but soon fear crept in. What if it's a scam? What if I fail? In the end, he threw the card into the trash. 3 years passed. Rohit was still at the gas station, his life unchanged. One day, another Mercedes stopped by. The owner, a young and confident man, stepped out and said, "Fill 2,000 rupees of fuel." Rohit admired the car with longing eyes once more. But this time the man smiled and asked, "Do you remember? 3 years ago, someone gave you a business card right here." Shocked, Rohit replied, "Yes, but how do you know?" The man answered, "Because back then I worked here too, just as a cleaner. I picked up the card you threw away." The man looked straight into Rohit's eyes and said, "I called him, learned from him, and started a business. I worked hard, and today this Mercedes is mine. If only you had tried once back then. Your life could have been different." Rohit froze, his heart heavy with regret. Opportunities don't always return. People often don't fail because of bad luck, but because of fear, doubt, and hesitation. Fear itself is the real thief of dreams. Be brave enough to seize the chance when it comes, because it might be the turning point that changes your entire life. If this story touched your heart, remember there are countless valuable lessons waiting for you out there. Don't just watch and move on, become part of this journey. Each story could be an opportunity, a reminder, or even the turning point that transforms your life. Hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell, because the next story might be exactly what you need. Your journey begins here, right now.